Blood Slam of 2022 event by Colton Dennis. Night 1. Hello everyone and welcome to the very first annual Blood Slam, where tonight the champions will defend their titles against their challengers at the second biggest pay-per-view ever. And I can't wait, said announcer number 1. I can't either, especially with all the matches we have tonight, said announcer number 2. Well, let's head to the ring for our first match, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall and is for the XX Championship. Introducing the challengers first, Raven. And her open? She is the XX Champion, Divine, said announcer number 3. Divine raises the title. Referee number 1 grabs the title, raises it, walks towards the ropes, then hands it to number 1. Bell dings. Both Divine and Raven are staring at each other. Here we go with the first match. Will Divine successfully retain her title? Or will Raven take the XX Championship to Blood Rumble? Asked announcer number 1. That question will be answered right now, said announcer number 2. Both Divine and Raven lock up. Raven puts a headlock onto Divine. Divine groans, then bounces Raven off of the ropes. Raven shoulder tackles Divine. Divine rolls towards the ropes, kneels on the mat, then looks at Raven. Raven is smiling. Divine stands up. Both Divine and Raven are walking around the ring, then lock up again. Divine puts a headlock onto Raven. Raven groans, then bounces Divine off of the ropes. Divine shoulder blocks Raven. Raven falls onto the mat, rolls towards the ropes, kneels on the mat, then looks at Divine. Divine blows a kiss to Raven. Raven nods her head, then stands up. I don't know, but it's like these two know each other so well, said announcer number 1. It's like looking into a mirror, said announcer number 2. Both Divine and Raven lock up a third time. Divine moves Raven's left arm, goes behind her, then wraps her arms around her waist. Nice reversal by Divine, said announcer number 1. Raven tries reaching for Divine's left arm, wraps her right leg around Divine's right, then does a drop toe hold onto her. Divine lands face first onto the mat. Raven puts a headlock onto Divine. Nice drop toe hold, said announcer number 2. Divine is struggling, reaches her left leg, then puts it onto the bottom rope. Hey, let go. She's got the rope, said referee number 1. Raven breaks the headlock. Divine rolls outside of the ring, then looks at Raven. Raven is smiling. That's right, Divine. That's how good Raven is, said announcer number 1. Divine walks up the steel stairs, then goes through the middle rope. That was really great. It was so great, said Divine, slapping Raven. Raven groans. Divine kicks Raven's stomach. Raven groans again. Divine whips Raven into the corner. Raven goes into the corner, then groans. Divine runs at Raven. Raven boots Divine. Divine groans, then staggers backwards. Raven jumps onto the second rope. Divine runs, then pushes Raven off of the second rope. Raven falls over the top rope, hits her head onto the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. Oh man, Raven hit her head off the apron, said announcer number 2. I hope she's all right, said announcer number 1. Divine holds up her arms, then smiles. Yeah, you're smiling now because you injured your opponent, said announcer number 2. 3, 4, 5, said referee number 1. Raven stands up, then slides into the ring. Divine lays on top of Raven, then starts punching her. Raven is groaning. Come on, fight back. Come on. Raven continues groaning. Divine gets off of Raven. She's weak. Just ring the bell already. Because I'm gonna win, said Divine, walking around the ring. Raven slowly pulls herself up with the ropes. Divine approaches Raven. Raven punches Divine. Divine groans. Raven punches Divine again. Divine staggers backwards. Raven is coming back, said announcer number 1. Raven bounces Divine off of the ropes, then clotheslines her. Divine groans, then stands up. Raven clotheslines Divine again. Divine stands up. Raven dropkicks Divine. Divine falls onto the mat. Raven picks Divine up, then whips her into the corner. Divine groans. Raven runs at Divine, then does a jumping corner forearm onto her. Divine groans. Raven bounces off of the ropes. Divine runs, then shoulder tackles Raven's left leg. Raven flips, lands onto the mat, groans, then holds her left leg. Oh no, Divine now has a target, said announcer number 2. Divine stands up, then starts kneeing the back of Raven's left leg. Raven continuously groaning. Divine does an elbow drop onto Raven's left leg. Raven groans. Divine wraps Raven's left leg between her legs. Raven is screaming. Man, Raven needs to find a way out of this. Submission hold. Before her leg gets worse, said announcer number 1. Divine tightens the submission hold. Raven groans, raises her right leg, puts it over Divine's torso, then pushes her onto the mat. Divine is laying on the mat. Raven continuously rams her right leg onto Divine's chest. Divine continuously groaning, then breaks the submission hold. Raven is holding her left leg. Raven got out of the submission hold, said announcer number 2. Yeah, but has the damage already been done though? Asked announcer number 1. Raven pulls herself up with the ropes. Divine quickly stands, then kicks the back of Raven's left leg. Raven flips, lands onto the mat, groans, then holds her left leg. Well, Divine has the momentum now, said announcer number 2. Yes, and she's very dangerous with it too, said announcer number 1. Divine approaches Raven, then picks her up. Raven is limping. Divine bounces Raven off of the ropes. Raven goes to run, then falls onto the mat. Divine is smiling. Referee number 1 is kneeling next to Raven. Divine approaches Raven. Back up, Divine, said referee number 1. I'm fine. I'm all right, said Raven, slowly standing up. Divine continues smiling, then approaches Raven. Raven punches Divine. Divine groans, then staggers away. What a punch by Raven, said announcer number 1. Divine looks at Raven, then goes to punch her. Raven ducks, quickly wraps her arms around Divine's head, then does a neck breaker onto her. Divine groans. Raven's not out of this yet, said announcer number 2. Raven stands up. Divine stands up, then runs at Raven. Raven lifts Divine, then does a spinebuster onto her. Divine groans. Both Divine and Raven are laying on the mat. Hope Raven didn't injure that leg more, said announcer number 1. Both Divine and Raven stand up. Divine turns around. Raven kicks Divine's stomach, then sets her up for a double arm underhook facebuster. Divine is squirming, falls to her knees, then pulls onto Raven's left leg. Raven falls onto the mat. Divine stands, turns Raven onto her stomach, then locks in an ankle lock. The ankle lock is locked in, said announcer number 2. Will Raven tap out, said announcer number 1. Raven is screaming, then raises her left hand. Divine tightens the submission hold. Raven is about to tap, said announcer number 2. Raven rolls onto the mat. Divine staggers forwards, then stops in front of referee number 1. Referee number 1 holding up his arms. Divine turns around. Raven lifts. Divine then does a spinebuster onto her. Another spinebuster by Raven. She's going for the cover, said announcer number 1. Raven covers Divine. 1, 2. Divine kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. That was so close, said announcer number 1. Raven slowly crawls towards the ropes, then pulls herself up with them. Desire is running down the ramp. Oh no, it's Desire, said announcer number 2. Desire climbs onto the ledge of the ring, then goes to punch Raven. Raven ducks, then punches Desire. Desire falls off the ledge of the ring. Raven is limping towards Divine, then bends over to grab her. Divine wraps her arms around Raven, then rolls her up. 1, 2. Raven kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Divine holds Raven's left leg, stands, then locks in the ankle lock again. Here it is. Raven's gonna tap, said announcer number 2. Desire climbs onto the ledge of the ring. Tap out, said Desire. Hey, get down, said referee number 1. Raven rolls onto the mat again. Divine staggers forward, then collides into Desire. Desire falls off of the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor again. Desire groans. Desire, are you alright? I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, said Divine, turning around. Raven kicks Divine's stomach, sets her up, then does a double arm underhook facebuster onto her. She nailed her finisher, said announcer number 2. But could she get the cover? Asked announcer number 1. Raven is crawling towards Divine. Desire slides into the ring, then lands onto Raven. Ring the bell, said referee number 1. Bell dings. Here's your winner by disqualification, Raven, said announce number 3. Raven won the match. But now Desire's attacking her, said announce number 1. Someone needs to help her before she gets injured worse, said announcer number 2. The crowd is cheering. Gemini runs down the ramp, then slides into the ring. Desire stands, then goes to clothesline Gemini. Gemini ducks. Desire turns around. Gemini does a jumping cutter onto Desire. Desire groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Divine stands up, then grabs Gemini's right shoulder. Gemini moves Divine's left arm, then does a jumping cutter onto her. Divine groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Well, even though Divine's still the champion, Raven found some help from a friend, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall and is for the Ladies' Championship. Introducing the challengers. First, Obsession. And her opponent, she is the Ladies' Champion, Willow, said announce number 3. Referee number 2 grabs the title, raises it, walks towards the ropes, then hands it to number 1. Bell dings. Both Obsession and Willow are staring at each other. Remember, the last time these two fought, it ended on a brawl with the other Blood Rumble women, said announce number 1. I can't wait to see this rematch, said announcer number 2. Willow runs, then jumps at Obsession. Obsession falls onto the mat. Both Obsession and Willow are rolling around the ring. Come on, get off each other, now, said referee number 2. Falling onto the mat. Both Obsession and Willow are rolling over referee number 2. Referee number 2 sits up, then smiles. Man, what a lucky guy he is, said announcer number 2. Both Obsession and Willow stand up. Obsession pushes Willow into the corner. Willow tries pushing Obsession. Obsession knees Willow's stomach. Willow groans. Obsession grabs Willow's right arm, then does a short arm clothesline onto her. Willow falls onto the mat, then groans. Obsession covers Willow. 1, 2. Willow kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Obsession stands up, picks Willow up, then chops her chest. Willow groans. Obsession smiles, then chops Willow's chest again. Willow falls to her knees. Man, those chops were loud, said announcer number 2. Obsession puts Willow onto the middle rope, then chokes her. Hey, get off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Obsession lets go of Willow. You have a 5 count, said referee number 2. Obsession kicks the middle rope. The middle rope goes into Willow's throat. Willow gasps, then holds her throat. Oh, come on, said announcer number 1. Obsession picks Willow up, lifts her, then slams her onto the mat. Willow groans. Obsession runs, bounces off of the ropes, then does a leg drop onto Willow. Oh, this could be it, said announcer number 2. Obsession covers Willow. 1, 2. Willow kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. Obsession looks at reference number 2. Referee number 2 holds up 2 fingers. Count. Faster, said Obsession, standing up, grabbing Willow's head, then slowly picks her up. Willow wraps her arms around Obsession's head, then does a jawbreaker onto her. Obsession groans, holds her jaw, then turns around. Willow rolls up Obsession. 1, 2. Obsession kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. Both Obsession and Willow stand up, then clothesline each other. Both women were thinking the same thing, said announcer number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, said referee number 2. Both Obsession and Willow are slowly standing up, then start punching each other. Only one could have the momentum, said announcer number 1. Obsession goes to punch Willow. Willow ducks, runs, then bounces off of their ropes. Obsession lifts Willow. Willow does a head scissors onto Obsession. Obsession flips onto the mat, then groans. Willow is getting the momentum, said announcer number 2. Obsession stands up in their corner. Willow stands up, runs at Obsession, then does a corner forearm onto her. Obsession groans. Willow wraps Obsession's head, then goes for a running bulldog. Obsession pushes Willow face first into the opposite corner. Willow groans, then walks out of the corner backwards. Obsession sets Willow up for a back suplex, then lifts Willow. Willow flips, then lands onto her knee. Obsession lands onto the mat, sees Willow kneeling on the mat, then quickly kneels on the mat. Willow quickly stands up, spins around, then does a jumping kick to the right side of Obsession's head. Obsession groans, then falls onto the mat. Willow's gonna pick up the win, said announcer number 1. Willow covers Obsession. 1, 2. Obsession barely kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. What? No way. Obsession kicked out of Willow's finisher, said announcer number 1. Willow is looking at referee number 2. Referee number 2 holds up 2 fingers. Willow sighs, then sits up. Willow's thinking, and what should she do now? And asked announcer number 2. Obsession wraps Willow's arms, then rolls her up. 1, 2. Willow kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. It could happen just that quickly, said announcer number 1. Both Obsession and Willow stand up. Obsession kicks Willow's stomach. Willow groans. Obsession sets Willow up for a suplex, wraps her right leg, then does a fisherman's suplex onto her. The fisherman's suplex connects, said announcer number 1. This is it, said announcer number 2. 1, 2. Willow kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. Obsession looks at referee number 2. What? What? No way. How'd she kick out of that? How? Asked Obsession. It was a 2-count Obsession, said referee number 2. Obsession though. She had it, said announcer number 1. I thought she had it too, said announcer number 2. Obsession approaches. Willow then bends down to grab her. Willow locks in a mandible claw. Obsession struggling. What the hell's going on? Asked announcer number 1. Willow pulls Obsession onto the mat. Obsession is struggling. What is Willow doing? Asked announcer number 2. She has the mandible claw locked in, said announcer number 1. Willow tightens the mandible claw. Obsession continues struggling, then passes out. Referee number 2 is looking at Obsession. She's out. Ring the bell, said referee number 2. Bell dings. Here's your winner. And still the ladies' champion, Willow. Willow breaks the mandible claw. Referee number 2 hands the title to Willow. Willow grabs the title, then stands up. Referee number 2 raises Willow's right arm. Well, congratulations to Willow, said announcer number 1. I can't believe she pulled it out, said announcer number 2. Me either. I thought Obsession had it with the fisherman's suplex. But when Willow put that mandible claw onto Obsession, I knew it was over, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall and is for the Transcontinental Championship. Introducing the challengers. First, the Tormentor and his opponent. He is the Transcontinental Champion, Price, said announcer number 3. Referee number 3 raises the title, walks towards the ropes, then hands it to number 1. Bell dings. Price is staring at the Tormentor. The Tormentor approaches Price. Price runs at the Tormentor, then starts punching him. The Tormentor pushes Price. Price falls onto the mat. The Tormentor goes to step onto Price's face. Price rolls out of the way, stands up, then starts punching the Tormentor. Again, the Tormentor pushes Price. Price goes into the corner, runs at the Tormentor, then continuously punches him. The Tormentor continuously groaning, then pushes Price. Price goes through the middle rope, then lands onto his feet outside of the ring. Price is not backing down from the Tormentor, said announcer number 1. Price nods his head, slides into the ring, stands, then runs at the Tormentor. The Tormentor boots Price. Price falls onto the mat, then groans. Now the Tormentor could take over, said announcer number 2. The Tormentor picks Price up, then chops his chest. Price groans, then falls onto his knees. We're gonna have a new champion tonight, said announcer number 2. I think we are too, said announcer number 1. The Tormentor picks Price up, leans him against the ropes, leans his head back, then chops his chest again. Price groans. The Tormentor grabs Price's legs, then throws him over the top rope. Price lands onto the floor, then groans. This ain't a battle royale. Tormentor, said announcer number 2. The Tormentor goes through the middle ropes, then walks towards Price. Price stands up, then dropkicks the Tormentor's left leg. The Tormentor goes into the barricade, then groans. Nice move by Price, said announcer number 1. Price stands up, then starts punching the Tormentor. The Tormentor pushes Price away. Price falls onto the floor, groans, then looks up at the Tormentor. The Tormentor approaches Price, then picks him up. Price jumps onto the Tormentor's torso, then starts punching him. The Tormentor is groaning, looks at the ring post, runs, then rams Price into it. Price groans, then falls onto the floor. Man, how do you take the Tormentor down? Asked Announcer number 2. I don't know, said announcer number 1. The tormentor grabs Price, then throws him into the ring. Price rolls, then stops. The tormentor slides into the ring, then stands up. Price stands, then turns around. The tormentor clotheslines Price. Price lands onto the mat, then groans. I have a feeling this is about to end, said announcer number 2. The tormentor waves at Price. Price stands up, then turns around. The tormentor goes to chop Price. Price ducks, runs, then bounces off of the ropes. The tormentor turns around. Price dropkicks the tormentor's left leg. The tormentor falls to his knees. Price quickly stands up, runs, bounces off of the ropes, then does a jumping neckbreaker onto the tormentor. The tormentor laying onto the mat. Price covers the tormentor. 1, 2. The tormentor kicks out. 2, said referee number 3. Price looks at referee number 3, then stands up. Come on, get up, said Price. I think Price is gonna try 4 and quat. Pay the price, and quat, said announcer number 1. The tormentor slowly kneels on the mat. Price runs at the tormentor, then goes for a jumping leg lariat onto him. The tormentor throws Price over his head. Price lands onto the mat, then groans. That could break your ass bone, said announcer number 2. The tormentor stands up, turns around, then waves at Price. I think it's over now, said announcer number 1. Price slowly stands up, then turns around. The tormentor goes to chop Price. Price quickly kicks the tormentor in his testicles. The tormentor groans, then falls onto the mat. Ring the bell, said referee number 3. Bell dings. Here's your winner by disqualification, the tormentor. But still your transcontinental champion, Price, said announcer number 3. Well, Price got out of this match with the title, said announcer number 1. I think Price knew he was gonna lose. That's why he disqualified himself, said announcer number 2. That's what it usually means, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall, and is for the U.S. Continental Championship. Introducing the challengers first, Thump. And his opponent, he is the U.S. Continental Champion Drake, said announcer number 3. Drake raises the title, then approaches Thump. You think you could defeat me? I'm the greatest U.S. Continental Champion ever. No one could beat me. No one, said Drake. Thump punches Drake. Drake falls onto the mat. Bell dings. Thump is kicking Drake. Drake is groaning. Thump ain't in the mood for Drake's games, said announcer number 1. I hope Thump takes that title from Drake. Drake doesn't deserve that title, said announcer number 2. Thump picks Drake up, bounces him off the ropes, then dropkicks him. Drake groans, then sits up on the mat. Thump pushes Drake onto the mat, then covers him. 1, 2. Drake kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. Thump stands up, then grabs Drake's head. Drake moves Thump's arm, then rolls outside of the ring. Here comes the great champion. About to run away again, said announcer number 2. Give me my title. I'm done with these people, said Drake, grabbing the title, then turns around. Thump appears on the top turn. Buckle jumps off of it, then does a crossbody onto Drake. Dear Lord, Thump just took out Drake, said announcer number 1. Both Drake and Thump are laying on the floor. Thump is slowly moving, stands up, picks Drake up, then slides up him into the ring. Drake is rolling, then stops. Thump climbs onto the ledge of the ring, sees Drake in the middle of it, jumps up, then goes for a springboard 450 splash onto him. Drake moves. Thump lands face first onto the mat, then groans. "Man, that could have been the end of the match," said announcer number 2. "We'll never know," said announcer number 1. Drake stands up, runs, bounces off the ropes, then drop kicks Thump's left side. Thump groans. Drake lays on top of Thump, then starts punching him. "Hey, get off him." 1, 2, 3, 4. Drake gets off of Thump. "You have a 5 count. Remember that," said referee number 4. "Drake's becoming aggressive," said announcer number 1. Drake stomps his foot onto the mat. "What is he doing?" asked announcer number 2. "I think I know," said announcer number 1. Thump stands up. Drake runs, jumps onto the middle rope, then goes for a springboard roundhouse kick onto Thump. Thump ducks. Drake lands onto his feet, then turns around. Thump back kicks Drake's stomach. Drake groans. Thump jumps onto the middle rope, then does a springboard moonsault onto Drake. "This could be it," said announcer number 2. 1, 2. Drake kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. Both Drake and Thump stand up. Thump goes to clothesline Drake. Drake ducks. Thump turns around. Drake jumps onto the middle rope, then does a springboard roundhouse kick onto Thump. "He got the springboard roundhouse kick," said announce number 1. Drake covers Thump. 1, 2. Thump kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. Drake looks at referee number 4, then stands up. "Count faster, you moron," said Drake. "Hey, it was a 2 count," said referee number 4. "Yeah, because you count slow," said Drake. Thump rolls up Drake. 1, 2. Drake kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. Drake stands up, then kicks Thump's stomach. Thump groans. Drake runs, bounces off the ropes, then goes for a knee lift onto Thump. Thump moves. Drake turns around. Thump drop kicks Drake. Drake goes through the middle ropes, then lands onto the floor. Oh. Drake doesn't want to be out there," said announce number 1. Thump runs, bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, jumps over the top ropes, then lands onto Drake. "Man, Thump is so athletic," said announcer number 2. Thump stands up, picks Drake up, then throws him into the ring. Drake stops rolling, then holds his right leg. "Oh no, Drake must have injured his leg," said announcer number 1. Thump climbs onto the ledge of the ring, sees Drake holding his right leg, shrugs his shoulders, jumps up, then goes for a springboard 450 splash onto him. Drake raises his knees. Thump lands face first onto Drake's knees, then groans. "Drake just raised his knees," said announcer number 2. Drake stands up, then walks towards Thump. Thump is groaning. Drake picks Thump up, bends him backwards, then sets him up for a cutter. "Here comes his finisher," said announcer number 1. Thump is squirming, falls onto the mat, lifts his legs, then rolls Drake up. 1, 2. Drake kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. "That was close," said announcer number 1. "I'm so nervous," said announcer number 2. Both Drake and Thump stand up. Thump goes to punch Drake. Drake ducks, quickly hits Thump's back, bends him backwards, sets him up, then does cutter onto Thump. "There it is," said announcer number 1. Drake covers Thump. 1, 2. Thump barely kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. "You've got to be kidding me. Thump just kicked out of Drake's cutter," said announce number 2. "Everyone here is shocked," said announcer number 1. Drake stands up, grabs Thump, then picks him up. Thump moves Drake's arms, then drop kicks his right leg. Drake falls onto the mat, then groans. Thump's softening up that knee, said announcer number 2. Thump stands up, turns Drake onto his back, grabs his right leg, then raps it. Drake kicks the right side of Thump's head. Thump falls onto the mat, then holds his head. Drake must have really kicked Thump's head, said announcer number 1. Drake stands up, grabs Thump's legs, wraps his legs around them, turns him onto his belly, then locks in a sharpshooter onto him. The sharpshooter is locked in, said announcer number 2. Thump is groaning, then tries reaching for the bottom rope. Drake pulls Thump into the middle of the ring. Thump continues groaning. How much longer could he last? Asked announcer number 2. Drake bends further down. Oh God, Drake's bending Thump more, said announcer number 1. Thump is screaming, then taps out. Ring the bell, said referee number 4. Beldings. Here's your winner by submission. And still the US Continental Champion, Drake, said announcer number 3. Congratulations to Drake. He proved to us that he is the champion without walking out of the match, said announcer number 1. I'm more impressed with him now, said announcer number 2. Referee number 4 raises Drake's left arm. Drake raises the title. Well, folks, we want to thank you for watching. As night 1 wraps up, watch tomorrow night for night 2. Be safe out there and good night, said announcer number 1. Bye-bye, said announcer number 2 waving. Night 2. Hello everyone and welcome to night 2 of Blood Slam. Tonight we finish up our matches we have for you and I can't wait, said announcer number 1. Me either. Because we have the main even. The bull challenges the man, said announcer number 2. Then we have Mr. Indestructible challenging Macho Monster, said announcer number 1. And this match that was just added, a 4-team tag match. But they're gonna be in different stages of Hades, said announcer number 2. Beldings. This match schedule for one fall is for the Tag Team Championships. Introducing the challengers, Crazy Eyes and Morphos, Damon and the Stalker, the Demolisher and the Hood, and the Tag Team Champions, Digger and Suave, said announcer number 3. We now will find out what the first stage is, said announcer number 1. The demonic cell is being lowered. Oh God, the first stage is inside the demonic cell, said announcer number 2. Beldings. All 8 are attacking each other. Remember, this is an elimination match. So, the first team that gets pinned or submitted is eliminated, said announcer number 1. The Hood is punching the Stalker. These two have some unfinished business, said announcer number 2. The Stalker knees the Hood's stomach, then bounces his head off the top turnbuckle. The Demolisher hits the Stalker's back. The Stalker groans. The Demolisher bounces the Stalker off the rope, then clotheslines him. The Stalker groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Damon appears on top turnbuckle, jumps off, then goes for a crossbody onto the Demolisher. The Demolisher catches Damon in his arms. Suave dropkicks the Demolisher. The Demolisher falls onto the mat. Damon is laying on top of the Demolisher. 1, 2. The Demolisher throws Damon off of himself. 2. Said referee number 1. Digger kicks Morphos's stomach, runs, then bounces off the ropes. Crazy Eyes dropkicks Digger. Digger groans. Both Crazy Eyes and Morphos are kicking Digger. Suave turns Morphos, then punches him. Morphos groans. The Hood runs at the Stalker. Both the Hood and the Stalker go over the top rope, then land onto the floor. The match is heading outside now, said announcer number 1. Suave kicks Morphos's stomach, then bounces him off of the ropes. Morphos reverses it, then does a scoop. Power slam onto Suave. Suave groans. Morphos covers Suave. 1, 2. Suave kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Crazy Eyes goes to throw Digger over the top rope. Digger reverses it, then throws Crazy Eyes over the top rope. Crazy Eyes lands onto the floor. Morphos runs at Digger. Digger pulls the top down rope. Morphos goes over the top rope. Both Crazy Eyes and Morphos stand up outside of the ring. Suave bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then does a suicide dive onto both Crazy Eyes and Morphos. Both Crazy Eyes and Morphos go into the cell wall. Damon hits Digger's back. Digger groans. Damon whips Digger. Digger reverses it. The Demolisher boots Damon. Damon rolls outside of the ring. Oh, here we go. Digger and the Demolisher, said announcer number 1. Both Digger and the Demolisher are punching each other. Digger kicks the Demolisher's stomach, then bounces off of the ropes. The Demolisher reversed it, lifts Digger. Does a sidewalk slam onto him. Digger groans. The Demolisher covers Digger. 1, 2. Digger kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Digger and Suave almost lost their tag titles, said announcer number 2. The Demolisher stands up, grabs Digger's legs, then tries setting him up for a sharpshooter. Digger is struggling. Suave appears on the top rope, jumps off of it, then dropkicks the Demolisher. The Demolisher falls onto the mat, then rolls outside of the ring. Suave helps Digger stand up. The Hood appears on the ledge of the ring, jumps up, then does a springboard crossbody onto both Digger and Suave. Nice crossbody by the Hood, said announce number 1. The Hood stands up, then walks towards the corner. Looks like Hood wants to put the tag champs away. Both Digger and Suave standing up. The Hood goes for a bicycle kick. Suave pushes Digger. The Hood bicycle kicks Suave. Now that's a team, said announcer number 2. The Hood turns around. Digger kicks the Hood's stomach. The Hood groans, then bends over. Digger runs, bounces off the ropes, then goes for a scissors kick onto the Hood. The Hood moves, then goes for bicycle kick onto Digger. A steel chair hits the Hood's head. The Stalker appears holding a steel chair, turns around, then swings it. The steel chair hits Digger's head. Digger falls onto the mat. Morphos slides into the ring. The Stalker swings the steel chair. The steel chair hits Morphos's head. Morphos falls onto the mat. Crazy Eyes appears on the top rope, then jumps off of it. The Stalker swings the steel chair. The steel chair hits Crazy Eyes. Stalker has taken over this match. Thanks to that chair, said announcer number 1. The Stalker turns around, sees the Demolisher climbing onto the ledge of the ring, then goes to swing the steel chair. The Demolisher grabs the Stalker by his throat. Don't even think about it, said the Demolisher. A second steel chair hits the Demolisher's head. Damon appears holding a steel chair. The Stalker smiles, then picks up his chair. Both Damon and the Stalker raise their steel chairs, then swing them. The steel chairs collide between the Demolisher's head. The Demolisher falls off the ledge of the ring. They just took out the Demolisher, said announce number 1. The Hood stands up, then pushes the Stalker. The Stalker goes into Damon. Damon goes through the middle ropes. The Stalker turns around, then swings the chair. The Hood ducks, runs, bounces off the ropes, then does bicycle kick onto the Stalker. Damon slides into the ring, wraps his arms around the Hood's arms, turns, then face plants him onto the mat. Damon connects with his finisher. Digger kicks Damon's stomach, then throws him through the middle ropes. Damon lands onto the floor. Digger picks the hood up, kicks his stomach, runs, bounces off of the ropes, then does scissors kick onto him. The hood groans, then rolls into his back. Suave appears on the ledge of the ring, jumps up, does a springboard body splash onto the hood, then covers him. 1, 2, 3. They're eliminated, said referee number 1. The Demolisher and the Hood have been eliminated, said announce number 3. 1 team down. 2 to go, said announcer number 1. What's the next stage? Asked announcer number 2. All 6 are sliding into the ring. A steel cage is being lowered. They're gonna be inside a cage, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. All 6 are attacking each other. Now, is there any pinning in this match? Asked announcer number 2. No, the first 2 teams to escape the cage will move to the final stage, said announcer number 1. Crazy Eyes is climbing up the cage wall. The stalker pulls Crazy Eye down, then bounces his head off the cage wall. Crazy Eyes groans. Digger has Morphose on his shoulders, then runs at cage wall. Morphose is squirming, lands onto his feet behind Digger, then throws him into the cage wall. Digger groans. Morphose clotheslines Digger. Damon is climbing up the cage wall. Morphose grabs Damon's left leg, then pulls him down. Damon goes to punch Morphose. Morphose ducks. Damon turns around. Morphose kicks Damon's stomach, jumps up, then does a Famouser onto him. Damon groans. The stalker is climbing up the cage wall. Suave climbs next to the stalker. Both Suave and the stalker are punching each other. The stalker bounces Suave's head off the cage wall. Suave groans. The stalker goes for a Russian leg sweep. Suave is elbowing the stalker. Crazy Eyes stands up, then moves the top rope. Both Suave and the stalker land onto the top rope, then groan. That ain't pretty, said announcer number 1. Morphose runs, then does a jumping body splash onto both Suave and the stalker. Both Suave and the stalker go into the cage wall, then fall between the cage wall and the ropes. Damon runs at Morphose. Morphose lifts Damon over this head. Damon lands onto the top ropes, then starts climbing up the cage wall. Both Crazy Eyes and Morphose are grabbing Damon, then pull him down. Damon falls onto the mat, then groans. Digger is climbing up the cage wall. Morphose goes to walk. Crazy Eyes stops him, then points. Morphose nods his head. Both Crazy Eyes and Morphose are climbing up separate cage walls. Well, they didn't stop Digger, because they know if Suave is left alone, the stalker and Damon could get out, said announce number 2. Or they're closer to the tag titles, said announcer number 1. Crazy Eyes, Digger, and Morphose get to the top rope. Digger looks down, then climbs back inside the cage. Digger just realized, said announcer number 2. Both Crazy Eyes and Morphose are climbing down the cage wall, then land onto the floor. Well, both Crazy Eyes and Morphose made it to the last stage. But who will join them? Asked announcer number 1. Digger helps Suave stand up. Both Damon and the stalker stand up. All 4 start attacking each other. The stalker knees Digger's stomach, then goes to throw him into the cage wall. Digger reverses it, then throws the stalker into the cage wall. Suave bounces Damon off the ropes, then goes to clothesline him. Damon ducks. Suave dropkicks Damon. Damon groans. Get out, said Suave. Both Digger and Suave are climbing up the cage wall. Both Damon and the stalker are grabbing Digger's and Suave's legs. Suave is kicking Damon. Damon groans, then lets go of Suave. Suave looks behind himself, then does a moonsault onto Damon. Oh my God, said announcer number 2. The stalker pulls Digger off the top rope. Digger falls onto the mat, then groans. The stalker smiles. Suave stands up then. Turns around. The stalker does a running stow onto Suave. Suave is down. Now's Stalker's and Damon's chance, said announcer number 2. Both Damon and the stalker are climbing up the cage wall. Digger and Suave are laying on the mat, then slowly start moving. The stalker gets to the top of the cage. We're gonna win, said the stalker climbing down. Damon slowly gets to the top of the cage, then stops. Suave is holding onto Damon's left leg. Suave is up. Damon trying to kick Suave. Digger climbs up the ropes, then grabs Damon's right leg. Damon is shaking his head, then gets pulled into the cage. The stalker lands onto the floor, then raises his arms. All three are standing on the ropes. Both Digger and Suave are banging Damon's head against the cage wall. Suave nods his head. Both Digger and Suave set Damon up. What are they doing? Both Digger and Suave do a double Russian leg sweep onto Damon off the top rope. All three are groaning. A Russian leg sweep off the top rope, said announcer number 1. The stalker looks inside the cage. And quat, Damon, and quat, and quat, Damon, and quat, and quat. I'm coming for you, and quat, yelled the stalker, starting to climb up the cage wall. A steel chair hits the stalker's back. The stalker falls off the cage wall. The hood appears, then continuously swings the steel chair. The stalker runs up the ramp. All three are slowly moving. Both Digger and Suave start climbing up the cage wall. Digger looks down, then grabs Suave. Suave looks. Damon is slowly moving. Digger climbs down the ropes. Damon slowly stands up. Digger runs at Damon, then does scissors kick onto him. Suave turns around on the top rope, jumps off, then does a body splash onto Damon. Damon groans. Trying to keep Damon down, said announcer number 1. Suave goes to climb up the cage wall. Digger pats Suave's back, then points at the cage door. Suave nods his head. Why didn't they think of that before? Asked announcer number 2. Too many people in the cage, said announcer number 1. The cage door opens. Both Digger and Suave go through the middle rope. Then walk out of the cage door, then down the steel stairs. Damon and the stalker have been eliminated, said announcer number 3. We're down to 2 teams, said announcer number 1. What's the next match? Asked announcer number 2. Beldings. This match is a tag team battle royale. The first team to throw their opponents over the top rope will be the tag team champions, said announcer number 3. All 4 slide into the ring. Beldings. All 4 are attacking each other. Both teams are badly beaten, but they will try to fight through their pain just to be tag team champions, said announcer number 1. Digger is slowly lifting Crazy Eyes over the top rope. Morphose is punching Suave. Suave is groaning. Morphose bounces Suave off the ropes, then bends over. Suave kicks Morphose's chest. Morphose groans, then stands up. Suave drop kicks Morphose. Crazy Eyes lands onto the ledge of the ring. Digger starts kicking Crazy Eyes. Crazy Eyes groans, then holds onto the bottom rope. Suave goes to throw Morphose over the top rope. Morphose is holding onto the top rope. Suave punches Morphose's left side. Morphose groans. Digger approaches, then hits Morphose's back. Morphose groans. Both Digger and Suave are lifting Morphose over the top rope. Morphose is holding onto the top rope, then pulls himself up onto the ledge of the ring. Crazy Eyes runs, then hits Digger's back. Suave looks at Crazy Eyes. Crazy Eyes kicks Suave's stomach. Suave groans. Crazy Eyes continuously punches both Digger and Suave. Digger falls onto the mat. Morpho stands up onto the ledge of the ring. Crazy Eyes lifts Suave. Suave's right foot hits Morpho's head. Morpho's falls onto the floor. Morpho's is gone, said announcer number 1. Crazy Eyes goes to throw Suave over the top rope. Suave holds onto the top rope. Digger hits Crazy Eyes' back. Crazy Eyes lets go of Suave. Suave lands onto the ledge of the ring. Digger is punching Crazy Eyes, then bounces him off the ropes. Crazy Eyes reverses it. Digger bounces off the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then runs full speed at Crazy Eyes. Crazy Eyes sidesteps Digger. Digger goes into Suave. Suave falls onto the floor. Suave, said Digger. Look out, said Suave. Digger turns around. Crazy Eyes runs, then clotheslines Digger over the top rope. Digger lands onto the floor, then falls next to Suave. Bell dings. Here's your winners and the new tag team champions, Crazy Eyes and Morphos, said announcer number 3. Both Crazy Eyes and Morphos are hugging each other. Referee number 1 hands the titles. Both Crazy Eyes and Morphos grab the titles, then raise them. Both Digger and Suave have nothing to be ashamed about. They held those titles for a long time, said announcer number 1. I'm so shocked. We have new tag team champions, said announcer number 2. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Championship. Introducing the challengers first, Mr. Indestructible. And his opponent, he is the Global Champion, Macho Monster, said announcer number 3. Referee number 2 raises the title, walks towards the ropes, then hands it to number 1. Bell dings. Here we go. Mr. Indestructible versus Macho Monster, said announcer number 1. I wonder how well Mr. Indestructible is gonna match up with Macho Monster, asked announcer number 2. We're about to find out, said announcer number 1. Both Macho Monster and Mr. Indestructible get face to face. Mr. Indestructible punches Macho Monster. Macho Monster groans, the looks at Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible punches Macho Monster again. Macho Monster staggers a little, looks at Mr. Indestructible, grabs his head, then head butts him. Mr. Indestructible falls onto the mat. Well, I think we got our answer, said announcer number 2. Macho Monster picks Mr. Indestructible up, then bounces his head off the top turn. Buckle. Mr. Indestructible groans. Macho Monster does a few corner elbows onto Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible groaning. Macho Monster grabs Mr. Indestructible's right arm, then goes for a short arm clothesline onto him. Mr. Indestructible ducks. Macho Monster turns around. Mr. Indestructible continuously punches Machine Monster. Mr. Indestructible is coming back, said announcer number 2. Mr. Indestructible runs, then bounces off the ropes. Macho Monster boots Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible groans. Well, for a minute he had the momentum, said announcer number 1. Mr. Indestructible stands up. Macho Monster clotheslines Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible lands onto the mat, then groans. Macho Monster is so dominant, said announcer number 1. Macho Monster picks Mr. Indestructible up, then lifts him up. Mr. Indestructible is squirming, lands onto his feet behind Macho Monster, then pushes him face first into the corner. Macho Monster groans, then walks out of the corner backwards. Mr. Indestructible sets Macho Monster up, then does a back suplex. Macho Monster lands onto the mat, then groans. Macho Monster is off his feet, said announcer. Number 2. Mr. Indestructible covers Macho Monster. 1. Macho Monster kicks out. 1. Said referee. Number 2. Mr. Indestructible stands up. Get up. Get up, said Mr. Indestructible. Whatever you're thinking, Mr. Indestructible. Don't do it, said announcer number 2. Macho Monster slowly stands up. Mr. Indestructible tries locking in a full Nelson onto Macho Monster. Macho Monster runs backwards, then rams Mr. Indestructible into the corner. Mr. Indestructible groans. Macho Monster continuously swings his elbows into Mr. Indestructible's head. Mr. Indestructible goes limp. Macho Monster grabs Mr. Indestructible's arm, then pulls him. Mr. Indestructible gets lifted onto Macho Monster's shoulders. Here it comes, said announcer number 1. Macho Monster does a running Samoan drop onto Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible goes limp. Macho Monster covers Mr. Indestructible. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 2. Bell dings. Here's your winner and still the global champion, Macho Monster, said announce number 3. Referee number 2 hands the title to Macho Monster. Macho Monster stands up, grabs the title, then raises it. I said it once and I'll say it again. And quat? Who's gonna be this guy? Asked announcer number 1. I have no idea, said announcer number 2. Well, folks, we main it to the main event, said announcer number 1. I can't wait for this, said announcer number 2. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall and is for the Galaxy Championship. Introducing the challengers first, the Bull and his opponent. He is the Galaxy Champion, the Man, said announcer number 3. The Man raises the title. The Bull is staring at the Man. Referee number 3 raises the title, walks towards the ropes, then hands it to number 1. Bell dings. Here we go, said announcer number 1. Both the Bull and the Man get face to face. I'm taking that title from you tonight, and there's nothing that you could do to stop me, said the Bull. The Man nods his head, then kicks the Bull in his testicles. The Bull groans, then falls onto the mat. Ring the bell, said referee number 3. Bell dings. Here's your winner by disqualification, the Bull. But still your Galaxy Champion, the Man, said announce number 3. The Man grabs the title, then kneels next to the Bull. You said, and quat? Nothing and quat. Right, said the Man. Smiles, then goes through the middle ropes. The Bull tries standing up. The Man looks at the Bull, then goes through the middle rope again. The Bull continuously tries to stand up. The Man swings the title. The title hits the Bull's head. The Bull groans. Hey, get out of here, now, said referee number 3. Shut up, said the Man, looking down at the Bull, then goes through the middle rope. Oh, no, not this, said announcer number 1. The Man gets to the top turnbuckle. No, no, no. Get down, now, said referee number 3. The Man is smiling, looks down at the Bull, jumps off, then does shooting star press onto him. The Bull groans. The Man grabs the title. This will never be yours, said the Man, standing up, puts his foot onto the Bull's chest, then raises the title. What a sickening display, said announcer number 1. I'm so surprised that the Man disqualified himself so quickly. Usually he waits, said announcer number 2. Yeah, well, folks, we want to thank you for 2 great nights of wrestling. Be safe out there and good night, said announcer number 1. Bye bye, said announcer number 2, waving. The end.